What's going on, Shady people? ShadyPenguinn here, welcoming you to a special update video. Not really an update video, but we are talking about the GBA, the Global Battle Association. And a lot of you guys have been following it on Twitter. A lot of you guys have been following me and asking me questions on Twitter. So I wanted to kind of make a video addressing everything. But first and foremost, I'd like to reveal this little thing right here. It should be somewhere over here. But this is the official... So I'm looking at you, that's right, big boy. The official NYMankeys t-shirt. Now, the NYMankeys are our team in the GBA, and we are going for the cup. We are going for the cup this season, so if you would like to support us in our efforts, please go ahead and check out the link in the description. There is a link to a Teespring campaign of which you can purchase one of these tees. We also have a bunch of other t-shirts for sale that are all going to be limited edition that are not printing anymore. This t-shirt, wherever it is, somewhere over here, it could be like, I never do this. So this t-shirt is only going to be printed for the next 3 weeks. So this t-shirt is only going to be launching once and printing once. I'm not saying that there's never going to be another NYMankeys design, but I've decided that this design is going to be a one-of. I want it to be limited edition. I really want it to be special because it is the first NYMankeys shirt. It could end up being the only one, but for right now, I'm gonna go ahead and say that it's gonna be printed once, 3 weeks. That's it. If you want it, you can grab it. If not, no big deal, of course. But it is limited edition, and the biggest reason why that is because you see the freeze on the shirt, on the ice, on the bat. The freeze on the shirt on the ice bat. The bat is frozen to reference, you know. So we're going to be going ahead and having this be our first memorabilia for the NYMankeys. Hopefully, fingers crossed, nothing happens. The last shirt we tried to do got stricken by MLB, but this is not MLB at all. Honestly, this is NYMankeys. So there should be no reason why this campaign doesn't go through. I will do everything in my power to make sure that it does. So if you're interested, go down below, pick one up. No big deal if not. But 3 weeks, that's all we got. We're not printing it again, most likely. If we do print it again, I'll tell you right now, I'm going to talk to the artist. Dina, as you guys know, Dina is the one that did this. If you did not know, her Twitter link is in the description. Go give her a follow and show her some shady love. But if we ever print this design again, I'm gonna have her take the ice off the bat. And that's simply because I want in some way for this to be a limited edition shirt no matter what. And if we do print it again, it'll only be one more time. At most, I'm only gonna be printing t-shirts twice from now on. But this one specifically is only gonna be once with the ice in the bat to reference the battle that we had a couple days ago that was really, 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 really awesome. So if you wanna remember that moment and you wanna support the GBA, whatever, go ahead and pick one up. If not, no big deal. So what we're really doing in this video is we're going over the draft because the GBA draft has been completed, and we're gonna go over the members of the NYMankeys because they are completely different from the last few seasons. If you have not been following it all, the GBA Twitter is also in the description. You should definitely go follow them and subscribe to the YouTube channel because they'll be uploading all kinds of cool content over there and tweeting out all kinds of fun stuff on Twitter. So our first pick was our Mega Scizor. So we had our Mega Scizor, and the reason why I picked Mega Scizor first was because in the past seasons of the GBA, I felt as though I lacked both priority and bulk. Like true bulk, and Mega Scizor only has one weakness. So I felt as though drafting to compensate for a single weakness was going to be very, very easy. It gave me my priority in Bullet Punch. It gave me a Pokemon with Defog. It can set up, it can baton pass, it can sweep, it can do so many different things. So Mega Scizor seemed like a really solid choice, and I'm really proud of that one. The second pick that I got was Conkeldurr. Now the reason I went for Conkeldurr was because I don't think I really ever had Fighting Stab, and I recognized how deadly that was for me. You can look at any one team, and every single team in the GBA has at least one, maybe even two Pokemon that are weak to fighting. So getting Fighting Stab was really, really important to me. Not to mention the fact that Conk has priority yet again, so it's 2 priority users on our team. It is a bulky mon. Assault Vest is a thing. It has Guts, so it can take a Will-O-Wisp and benefit from it, which Scizor is going to be a high Will-O-Wisp target. There's just so many reasons why I felt Conk was a great mon to get, and I'm proud of that decision as well. The next pick that I got was our Garchomp, and I have many reasons why I chose the Garchomp. One, the biggest one for me was that it paired very well with Scizor for me. It really did. Resisting fire, obviously, it's fantastic. Garchomp can be bulky. Garchomp has 102 speed, and that is the biggest reason why I went for Garchomp. I wanted something that can hit hard and hit fast. So 102, although it's not the highest speed in the game, it breaks that base 100 barrier that we did not break at all in Season 3. So really glad to get Garchomp. It's gonna work really well with Scizor and Conkeldurr, I think, in my opinion. Anyway, it's got a few weaknesses. We do have, you guys can see that we have that fairy weakness, but Scizor covers the fairy weakness right there, so it's not a big deal to have that. Ice is not that hard to plan for, especially in the GBA. I mean, hidden power ice is always a thing, but Ice Shard users are going to be spelt out before the match even starts, so I'll know what not to stand on. So I'm really happy with the pick of Garchomp. Our next pick, I'm trying to remember what our exact next pick was. I'm pretty positive. You know what? Let me open up this. Let me see. Round 3 was Garchomp. Round 4 was Rotom Heat. Now, this could have been seen as a little bit of a mistake, but I really wanted a Levitate user. I really wanted ground immunity because I think it's something important. I wanted another, what is it called? Switch initiative user. So I could have U-turn on Scizor, and I can have Volt Switch on Rotom. So right there, we got some Volt Turn action going. It resists fire, which is what Scizor was weak to. Of course, Rotom is weak to rocks, and that's kind of unfortunate, but it's weak to water, rocks, and I think that's it. It resists flying, so I really wanted that on my team to cover the Conkeldurr weakness. And overall, I think it was a pretty solid pick in my opinion, and I'm happy with it. The next pick we got was Milotic, and Milotic was huge for me to scoop up. I was actually leaning more towards Suicune, but Suicune got scooped up by the gosh diggity darn Sawsbucks. But I'm happy with Milotic. It has Dragon Tail to phase out any setup users. It's bulky as crap. It's so amazing. It's another Pokemon that will benefit from getting status if I'm running Marvel Scale. It's our water coverage, which means it's another fire resistance. We already have an electric immunity in Garchomp, so it's okay that we have electric weakness, and Scizor resists grass 4 times. So far the team was looking really, really, really good. I was really happy with these picks. Our next pick was actually the Serperior. So it was Milotic and then Serperior, and there's so many reasons why I did this. One, because I picked up Serperior in the last season, free agent, and I never got to use it, so I really wanted to try and give it a chance. 2, the speed of Serperior is ridiculous. He also gains access to Glare. It can slow down my opponent's team as need be for maybe Garchomp to possibly be past the Swords Dance and sweep without having to use a Choice Scarf. So just a lot of options. I really love Serperior and Milotic on the same team. They're beautiful. You guys know I have that wallpaper. I keep looking at it over here. I have that wallpaper. Just a gorgeous couple to have on the team. I'm really excited to use both of them. Our next pick that I got was a Zelf, and that was because I needed to get my BL pick, and a Zelf fit perfectly. It's a Levitate user. It's a Psychic type. We didn't have any Psychic Stab yet, and I really wanted Psychic Stab, if not just for poison types, like Weezing and Mega Venusaur, things like that are going to give me some trouble with my team. So I'm really, really excited to have Zelf on the team. It's a lot better than people think, in my opinion. It can hit really hard. I think it has base 125 special attack and 115 speed. I could be wrong on that. Don't quote me. In fact, if you want to quote me, let's quote Cerebi instead, because I'd rather quote Cerebi than me any day of the week. 125 special attack and 115 speed. So far, I'm starting to get to know the members of my gosh diggity darn team. So Zelf was a really solid pickup for me. It can set up rocks if I wanted to. It can also gain access to U-turn. So many options. It's a great Choice Scarf user. It's a great Life Orb user. It's a great Pokemon in my opinion. So I'm really happy with scooping that up. Our next pick was the Galvantula. Now this pick I am a little on the fence with. I mainly got it because I didn't want anyone using Sticky Web against me. So I got Galvantula. It's still a fast mon, really frail. We know that. It's another fire weakness, so it's not that great. I'm not sure how often I'm going to use it, but I really wanted to make sure that no one else used it against me, and there was nothing else that I was really like gunning for. And by the way, guys, feel free to take this information, which is all going to be in the description, and build teams with it, build sets with it, whatever you want. You can leave your suggestions down below. The season is going to be starting the beginning of May, so that's another reason why I want to get these shirts out as soon as possible. Just 3 weeks, they'll be sent out. The shirts sent out after that campaign finishes. So it's going to be a 3-week campaign. You guys will have 3 weeks to buy it, and then it'll ship out during the next week after. So you'll have it by week 2 or 3 of the GBA, and you'll be able to sport it every Sunday. I plan on wearing mine every single week, except for the first couple weeks, obviously, because I won't have them. So that's going to be great. Galvantula, like I said, is going to be on the bench for the most part. The next Pokemon I got was I had to pick an Arumon, and I went with Ambipom, because Ambipom, you guys can see, this team is very, very, very fast. That's really what I was going for. I know it's a very physically based team. I understand that. But between Serperior, Rotom, and a Zelf, I feel like I'm okay on the special front. I feel like it's not going to be too bad. And with Scizor being able to pass either Agilities or Swords Dance off with a Baton Pass if I really want to, Ambipom's a great receptor of that, because a +2 or +4 Fake Out is really gonna hurt, followed by anything knockoff, double hit, return, He gets Seed Bomb for coverage. There's so many things that I think Ambipom is an underrated mon. It's got 115 speed as well, so we have a really fast team. We're not going to get outsped for the most part. We have mons that can eat up Thunder Waves. We have options, so I'm really happy with that. Our next pick, our second to last pick, I should say. Now, this is a questionable pick. I understand that. I apologize as the coach, but there were some things, sometimes personal matters have to come first. So I did, in fact, draft the Regirock. I grabbed the Regirock. Pick. I understand that Regirock has like 5 weaknesses. I get it. But Big Boy Man is gonna serve us so well. It's a stealth rock user if I want it. It can be pass baton pass. It learns rock polish. It can pack the weakness policy. It doesn't have much form of recovery except for drain punch, but still it has base 200 defense, base 100 special defense. It could be an assault vest user for all I care. I can pass baton pass, give it assault vest and drain punch. I can baton pass swords dance. Give it, just let it. There's so many options. I'm probably gonna never use baton pass. Watch, just watch. I keep talking about it. I'm never gonna use it. Just watch. But I think Regirock was a great scoop, especially for the tier that it was in. It was an NU, total base stats, really fantastic. I'm happy with it. Our final pick in the GBA, we had a very limited choice, obviously, because it's the last pick. I ended up going with the Honchkrow because I didn't have a flying or dark type yet. This gives us another access to priority in the form of Sucker Punch, and Moxie Heat Wave, it covers the grass and steel type really, really well. It's not a bad pick. I really love the boss Pokemon. It's a really, really cool mon. We saw how Miguel used it in the last season with Psycho Shift to get the burn on my Trevenant, so I might be taking a page out of his playbook. You never know. But I don't want to reveal too much about what I'm thinking. Feel free to leave comments down below. What do you think about the draft? Do you think this was the best? Personally, I think this is the best draft the NYMankeys have ever had. I'm really excited to have all these players. They've been really, really good. We've been sitting down for dinners the past couple days, and they all seem to get along really well. Sometimes Galvantula likes to hit on my Milotic, and Superior gets mad, but that's personal behind the scenes stuff we don't really got to worry about. But I'm hyped for the GBA. Just so you guys know, this t-shirt is my favorite t-shirt that Dina's ever made. Definitely 100%. This Mankey shirt is ridiculously perfect. I thank her so much for her work. And of course, all sales benefit her as well. So that's just something to note when you're gonna go pick up the shirt, if you're gonna pick up the shirt. But I'm gonna get out of here. That was really what I wanted to go over. If there's any other topics you wanna know about the GBA, we can make weekly discussion videos. The actual battles are gonna start up in May. So we've got maybe 2.5 weeks to prep for the GBA. So I'm excited. If you enjoyed this update video / GBA discussion, please leave a like rating down below. Don't forget to comment and subscribe if you have not already. I love you guys so much. Your support is everything to me. But I've got to get the heck out of here and record something else for you guys. Have yourselves a good day. But above all else, keep it shady.